What's going on, Phoenicians? My name is Phoenix787. You can always call me Zach. And today I'm going to talk about reverse culture shock. Now, I've been back in America for a little bit over a week now, and I'm back just for this month. And even the moment I got off the plane and got to the airport in Detroit when I was connected to fly back to Cincinnati, I had a lot of culture shock, or rather reverse culture shock. And this is because I've lived in Japan for 2.5 years now, and my time away from America is very, very limited. And my time in America is very limited. For example, I've only been in America for about, let's say 5 weeks so far this year. Because I was in America from January and February, February of 2015 so far, and I've been back here since March. Or rather, I've been in Japan since March, and I just got back to America at the very end of September. So, I'm just completely engulfed in the Japan thing right now. And the first instance I had reverse culture shock was when I was at the bar. And I was at the bar getting some beer and some dinner at Detroit Airport. And I sat down at the table. I was like, what the hell do I do? How do I call the waitress over here? Because in Japan, you either raise your hand and politely say "sumimasen," and the waitress comes right over. That's totally normal, polite, culturally accepted, culturally expected, right? Or there's a little button you press, you're like, boop, ding dong, and the waitress comes right over to you, right? In America, if you were to stand up saying, excuse me, or even like, excuse me, to the waitress, they'd be like, you're fucking rude. So that's why, I was like, oh crap, I can't do that. Because remember, I'm an American, I know what I'm supposed to do in America, but at the same time, I forget what I'm supposed to do in America for culture shock. So I'm like, crap, how do I call the waitress over here? I got a flight in an hour and a half, I want my beer. In America, if you come to America, the waitress will come right to you. They walk around the floor of the restaurant or the bar for you. And then, if you see them walking by, you say, oh, excuse me, waitress, kind of subtly get their attention as they're walking by. That's totally fine. I think that's totally fine. If I'm wrong, let me know, because remember, I don't live here anymore. The second instance of culture shock is the liquor laws in America. And this is something that's not really that pertinent, or it might be a small thing, but for someone like me, what I'm used to in Japan is I can, go anytime at night, anytime at day, go to the store, get a beer, go anywhere, go to the liquor store, get some wine. Any time of the day is acceptable in Japan. And also you can buy a beer from the convenience store, you can walk around with your friends and, what's up? Hey, what's going on, buddies? Walk around outside on the street with your beer, no problem. Absolutely perfectly fine in Japan. In America, if you were to do that, if you were to grab a beer from the store and you're going to walk home drinking that beer, that's a crime. That is open container crime. I don't know why it's a crime. It's an extremely stupid crime, but it's a crime. And if I was to go to a festival here in America, I could not leave the festival grounds with my beer. Whereas when I went to a festival in Japan a couple weeks ago, I brought the beer back home with me because I didn't want to finish it, and it was kind of a chilly night, so I wasn't worried about the beer getting cold, or getting warm rather, so I just brought it home with me, put it in the fridge, and drank the beer later. Can't do that in America. That was really shocking to me. Also, when I went to the store, I went to Kroger's to get some craft beer for my dad and I found out that the liquor store in Kroger's didn't open until 11 o'clock that day for some reason. I was there at 10:05. I remember that exactly. I was like, why aren't you open? What the hell is wrong with you? I want some beer. Maybe that's why they're not open. They don't want people like me going in there. But actually, the beer is separated from the hard liquor, which is kind of strange. So if you want to pick up like a bottle of rum or I think even wine. No, wine is with the beer. I'm confusing myself. Wine and beer are in the same area, but rum, Southern Comfort, whiskey, all that is in a separate, sealed off location that has certain open hours. And it's taxed differently. It's so weird. The liquor laws in America are very weird and quite frankly, very stupid. And even then, like, some parts of America have like dry laws, like no alcohol at all sold on Sundays for some reason, or some counties you can't even buy alcohol at all. Like, these are some rural counties in like South Dakota or something like that you can't even buy alcohol at all, no matter what day it is. It's really, really stupid. It really is. If you live in that county, I mean, like, shit, I want beer. Just go to the next county over. Doesn't do anything to stop people from drinking. Let's use our heads. The third instance of reverse culture shock is not something that surprises Americans usually. It's how goddamn large the drinks are at the Wendy's or the Burger King or whatever. And this is a medium, mind you. It's the same size as my head. If you saw me on Instagram the other day, follow me on Instagram at PHX787, plug, you saw how surprised I was at this. I was like, okay, I'm a little bit thirsty, I have a medium. And the lady pulls out this big ass cup. I'm like, damn, give me some unsweetened tea. I don't want this to go to this. And I was like, okay, it's about the same size as my head, might be even bigger. Is it? Just slightly smaller than my head. It's a medium, mind you, a medium. In Japan, this doesn't exist. Like, I don't know how to compare it. Like, maybe, okay, this is a medium. Oh, this is a medium. I don't know. Trying to compare things with my drum set's not a good idea. A medium in Japan is probably about this big. A large is about this big. And it's a lot less thick. You can see it's about maybe this is 2 inches thick at the bottom and about 4 inches thick at the top. It's not just about how tall it is, it's about how circumference, right? And, oh god, a lot of you guys are going to make a euphemism out of that. The things I do for love. But I'm just like, no wonder America's fat. If you imagine just drinking one of these full of Coke every day, you are going to get fat. That's why I ordered green tea with my chicken nuggets. Now the ice is turning into water, and it actually tastes good because there's some tea left in here too. So that's what I've had to deal with reverse culture shock the last week or so. I want you guys down below, if you guys are frequently traveling back and forth between countries that you live in. It doesn't have to be America and Japan. Let's say you're a German person and you live in Korea full time and you go back to Germany. Okay, that's kind of specific, but you get the point, right? I want to hear your examples of reverse culture shock down in the comments below. I might make a reading your comments video out of this one. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how many comments I get. So let me know what you guys had to deal with when it comes to your own reverse culture shock. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Pretty sure you guys enjoyed it. And as always, see y'all in the next video. Take it easy, Phoenicians. What's going on, Phoenicians? My name is Phoenix77. You can always call me Zach, and I've been back in Ohio for a week now, in case you guys haven't known that. And the reason why my upload schedule has been really wonky and unusual is because I've been taking the time kind of away from YouTube, away from all the drama that is YouTube Japan. And I've been focusing on myself. I got a haircut. I've been trying to do some personal searches for my job. I've been doing a lot of different stuff. And most importantly, I've been spending time with my family. I went to